Okay, welcome back, guys. This is Jack the Jolly Noggle here. We've got box number 2 for our Rivals of Ixalan opening. Here it is. The first box is really good. Very few, one duplicate rare. So one of the vampires, pretty decent though. 4 mythics, 1 planeswalker, an Azor, a couple chupacabras, and yeah, it was. I feel like it was a really good pack. So hopefully this box matches it or exceeds it. But I don't know. That last box is really good, so I don't know. Get my hopes up too high. We still need a Huatli. We still need 1 or 2 of the flip lands, and let's see what else. A bunch of the Elder Dinosaurs. Alright, let's get started. The second half of the last box was the one that was had all the mythics in it, so I wonder if this one will be the same. Alright, let's kind of cruise through the commons this time. Make this video a little shorter. Blazing Hope, Reckless Rage, ooh, Chupacabra, and Bishop of Binding. This guy's sweet. He's a little weak. He's a little easy to kill. But 3 and a white. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. When it attacks, target vampire gets +X until in turn where X is the power of the exile card. Got some potential. It's so weak. It's so easy to kill. Especially in this format, I feel like there's so much removal, especially for 1 toughness creatures. Yeah. I feel like the creatures are so powerful in the set, they printed a lot of removal to deal with it, and now it's just, I feel like it's really hard to keep a creature on the table. Highland Lake, Imperial Ceratops, Golden Demise, Protean Raider. So this is the copy guy, the duplicant. If you attack, it can duplicate any creature. Otherwise, it's just a 2/2. So we're going to go a little bit faster with these. If you haven't seen part 1, feel free to do that first. That way you can kind of get a better idea about some of these cards. I go through a couple of the commons a little bit slower. Go through more of the uncommons and kind of talk about the rares a little bit. But we'll speed through this one. Cherished Hatchling, Relentless Raptor, Baffling End. Ooh, yeah. That's one of the mythics I needed. Alenda the Dusk Rose. 2 black and a white for a 1/1 with lifelink. Whenever another creature dies, it gets a counter. When she dies, you get X 1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is her power. So potentially really good. But again, like a lot of these vampires are so easy to kill. There's so much removal that'll kill her. So you just gotta find a way to protect her. It'll be better in like Commander, or maybe even unlikely Modern, but maybe like a Modern vampire decks would run her. But she needs protection, and otherwise she's just not going to stick around very long. Ooh, 2 Forerunners. Alright, Kamina's Awakening. Draws you a card, or draws both players, or all players a card. Or if you have the City's Blessing, only you get the card. Reckless Rage, Silver Gull Adept, ooh, Chupacabra, what a good pack. Except for the rare. Both those uncommons are better than this rare, but still decent. Enchantment, whenever a creature you control, or whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it gets to explore. Free Scry, potential counter, maybe a land to your hand. Cherished Hatchling, Mausoleum Harpy, Siren Reaver. Alright, got this mythic already, but it's sweet. Ooh, and a foil. Rekindling Phoenix. When it dies, create a 0/1 elemental, and it gets to bring it back if it survives until your upkeep. I feel like you're always going to want to block with that guy unless they don't have any creatures on the field. We already have this foil too. It's a pretty foil though. Imperial Ceratops. Alright. Brainstorm on a stick. Ooh, yeah, Merfolk Lord. Needletooth Raptor. And, oh, there we go. One of the best cards in Ixalan Limited, at least. Tetsamok Primal Death. For 6 mana, you get a Death Touch dinosaur at 6/6. You can pay a black to reveal it from your hand, put a parade counter on a creature, and you can only do it during your turn. So you can pay a bunch of black mana, put counters on whatever creatures are out, and then when it enters the battlefield, you destroy each creature with a parade counter on it. So basically, it's like a one-sided or like a selective board wipe. It's pretty good. And got a foil Kite Sail Corsair. Pretty decent pirate. And look, he's upside down. Alright. Wow, so this has been a pretty good box so far. We got a Lenda, the Mythic. We got a Mythic Phoenix, which is okay, but still a Mythic. And we got a Elder Dinosaur. So, all in all, I'd call that pretty successful. Stormfleet Swashbuckler, Oathsworn Vampire, Direfleet Neckbreaker. Oh, we got a flip card. Come on. Alright, I like this one. Hadana's Climb puts a counter at the beginning of combat of your turn on any one of your creatures. And then if it's 3 or more, it becomes Winged Temple of Orazka. Gives a creature +X/+X in flying, where X is its power. Nice. I do like that card. It's one of my pre-release promos, actually. Woodland Stream, Direfleet Neckbreaker, Daring Buccaneer, and Release to the Wind. 2 and a blue, exiles a permanent for as long as it's exiled. You can pay, the owner can play it without paying its mana cost. I mean, the dream is to play that on Sakama, but that's none of... Sakama is not blue, and it's very unlikely that... come on, pack. That you would ever do that, but still, anything like that where you can kind of get a cast trigger instead of just an enter the battlefield trigger is potentially combo worthy. Alright. Foul Orchard, Forerunner, Brontodon, and Reverse Snapcaster. It's a good card. It allows you to Snapcaster your opponent's card and play it. 2-1 first strike. I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's less reliable because you don't know what your opponent's going to have in terms of sorceries and instants, but chances are good they'll have something. Alright. Nice. Another Mistbinder. Daring Buccaneer. Crested Herdcaller. Ugh. Silverclad Ferocidons. They're fine. They're big. They're dumb and they're expensive. Oh. One more pack of the first third. Cruise through these commons. Enter the Unknown. Crested Herdcaller. Famished Paladin. Ugh, Captain's Hook. Why? Why would they take something so cool like a Captain's Hook and turn it into such a garbage card? Like, just make it a little bit cheaper. Make it cost 1 less. Instantly better. I mean, obviously, but like, playable, potentially. If it was 1 and 1, 1 equip and 1 cost, it would be perfect, but I don't know, maybe that's too broken, I don't know. Wishful thinking. Slippery Scoundrel, Deadeye Brawler, Baffling End, and Induced Amnesia. I like this card. I don't know that it'll see play, but it's got potential. You exile all your cards from your hand face down, draw that many. Then when this goes away, you get those cards back. Yep. Flood of Recollection, Aquatic Incursion, Charging Tuscadon, Admiral's Order. I really like this card. I think it's a good counter spell. I think you can pretty reliably cast it for 1 a lot of times. It specifically counters Settle the Wreckage. Very well. Raging Regisaur. Oh, there we go. Blood Sun. Y'all know it. Y'all love it. It's worth a good amount of money, and it's a sweet card. I think much more so in this set than in recent sets, there's cards that will cross formats into older formats like Modern and Vintage and Legacy. Not a lot, but some. Legion Lieutenant. Ooh, we got a foil. Stone Quarry, I think. Stormfleet Sprinter. Radiant Destiny. Anthem card. And a foil Voracious Vampire. Alright, getting close to halfway through this box. Had a pretty explosive start, but it's dying down a little bit. Getting some generic rares. There's a Dinosaur Searcher, Needletooth Raptor, Reaver Ambush. Oh, we got a flip card. Alright, Profane Procession. Decent. Exiles creatures for 5. And then if you exile 3 or more, you can play them with the side. Pretty cool. I think it's a little too expensive. Like, exiling creatures is pretty powerful, but there are spells that do it for 3. And I feel like that ability, while as reusable as much mana as you have, should be 4, maybe even 3 to compete. Maybe that's too powerful. I don't know. Jade Light Ranger. Explores twice. I think it's cool. I like it. Come on. Just want to get one of those, like broken boxes. Not like physically broken, but broken as in they have like a bunch of random, like just all mythics or something. Never happened, but maybe someday. Silent Gravestone, another one of those cross-format cards. I don't know what the value of this is at the moment, but it's a good card, and I think it has potential to see a lot of play in other formats. Alright. About halfway through this box again. And let's see. Imperial Ceratops, Thunder Herd Migration, Everdon Champion, Tomb Raider, Tomb Robber. Oh man, wrong movie. Tomb Robber, 1/1 with Menace. Like, there's just so many 1/1 creatures. Like I get that they're aggro. It's a little expensive. I feel like it should be 2 for a 1/1 with Menace, and then they can get bigger. But maybe the fact that it can make itself bigger with Explore. I don't know. It just seems like a high-costed card for its size. Sanctuary, Brontodon, Griffin. Oh, there we go. Alright, so this card is awesome. This card is going to see lots of commander play. I don't know that it has the ability to be in standard, but it's awesome. So for 6 mana, you get a legendary artifact. Players can activate Planeswalker's loyalty abilities. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. Spells cost 1 less, and creatures get +1/+1. It does everything, and it is amazing. It's good mythic. I don't know how I feel about the same block reprints. I mean, obviously that won't happen again with the going back to, I mean, is it going back? I guess it's been a really long time since they did single set things, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Mastermind's Acquisition, Tutor/Wish. Pretty good. Card loves me though. Got a ton of those. I think having one big set will increase the longevity of the box sales. Like, people will buy more boxes because there's more cards to get, potentially. Ooh, Galta. 12 mana for a 12/12 with trample, but it costs X less, where X is a total power of creature you control. I think he'll be played for 4 to 6 mana every time. Foil Island, sweet. Alright, last pack of the second third, so 2/3 of the way through. Swashbuckler, Majestic Heliopterus. This might be the first time I've seen this card. Weird. Sadistic Sky Marcher. Oh, we got a flip card. Golden Guardian. Oh, we get that in this one. No, it must have been the last pack. Alright, Golden Guardian is a 4 mana, 4/4 defender. It fights a creature you control when it dies. It comes back. Produces 2 mana of any one color. Or it can create a 4/4 golem. I just feel like a lot of these cards aren't going to see play because of their mana cost. Like, they're just not efficient enough based on other cards. Arch of... Oh, we got a foil too. Maybe it's a Blood Sun. Is it a rare? It isn't. Oh. Arch of Araska. Ascend. So if you have the City's Blessing, you can pay 5 to draw a card, or you can have 1 colorless. Late game, I think this is good. Like, gets you an extra card if you have nothing better to do. It's a little expensive. I feel like it should be 3 draw a card. That's just my opinion. Titanali's Crown. Pretty foil, actually. That's got to be one of the better ones. Actually, no. I thought those horns would stand out a little bit more. It's like a Triceratops with eyelashes. Ugh, this guy. Maybe in other formats. Foil Luminous Bomb, that's pretty cool. Maybe in other formats this guy will see play, but like most of the time he's not going to be... Like when you play him at 4, at best, he'll be a 4/4. I just don't think that's good enough for a vanilla. Like, maybe if it helped you find a land or did something else, but I don't know. I don't think that is worthy of being a rare. I think that should be an uncommon. I think the Chupacabra should have been a rare, and that should be an uncommon. Atsokan Seer. Spell from Araska. Well, now we got 2 of those guys. Ooh, is that a foil? Oh, yes it is. Foil, Dire Fleet Daredevil, and we got a flip card. Oh, that's cool. That looks good. That could be a potential really good card. Path of Metal. White and red. It deals 1 damage to each creature that doesn't have first strike, double strike, vigilance, or haste. Although I feel like most creatures have that. I guess Menace isn't on there, so it kills pirates. Because most pirates have Menace and not any of those. Whenever you attack at least 2 or more creatures that have those things, you transform it. Does a couple of things. I think it's pretty good. I think it's kind of hard to flip, and I think it's I feel like the deck that would go in, like red white isn't really a color combination right now. So I don't know what that would go in. You'd have to make sure all your creatures have one of those abilities, otherwise you just end up killing your own stuff. Nice. Warkite Marauder. This is a great rare. Flying 2/1 whenever it attacks, makes one of their creatures become a 0/1 with no abilities. Basically, you could kill Scarab Rat and it wouldn't come back. So, yeah. I feel like if that is the test of a good card, then it succeeds. I feel like Ramen Up Red will still be a thing. I mean, I don't know if removing the Ramen Up Ruins, or Ramen Up, whatever, the land card and the Ferocidons are going to be enough to completely kill it. Ooh. Speaking of completely killing something. Atali Primal Storm for 6. You get a 6/6. Not bad. When it attacks, you exile the top card of each player's library. You can cast any number of non-land cards without paying their mana cost. I feel like that is great. If it had haste, it'd be insane. But maybe too powerful. Nice. That's a good red card. Alright, Strength of the Pack. Hornswoggle. Resplendent Griffin. Oh, wow. Nice. Another mythic. Trapjaw Tyrant. Whenever it's dealt damage, exile a creature an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. I think it's good. It's a good card. Some people were complaining about it because, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of removal, so it's pretty easy to kill anything. So it's kind of a hard test. I feel like every creature is going to fail that test because in this format, it's really easy to kill creatures. So maybe that's why it's a bad card, because it gets their creatures back. I don't know, hard to say. I like it. I think it's a pretty sweet mythic. Wow, another mythic dinosaur at that. Polyraptor. For 8 mana, it's a 5/5, but whenever it's dealt damage, you get a copy. That is awesome. 3 great dinosaurs in a row. Let's see, I've gotten the blue Elder, I've gotten the green, red, so we need black and white. So, God, what is, I don't even remember, was it Talpa? Is that the flying one? And Tetsumak? Oh man, I don't know these names. Seafloor Oracle. I haven't seen this guy yet. Alright. For 4 mana, you get a 2/3. Whenever a Merfolk deals damage, you get to draw a card. Seems good. I wonder if that'll go in the standard Merfolk deck. 4 packs left, including this one. I would love a Kumena. Still need one of him. Paladin of Atonement. This guy. It's okay, I've got a vampire deck for him to go into. Alright, moving a little quicker here as we get to the end of the video. It's been pretty good. We got quite a few mythics. So it looks like we got the Immortal Sun. We got 2 mythic dinosaurs. The Phoenix. Pretty good stuff. Alonda. Yeah, I would say this is pretty good mythic-wise. Can't get everything in every box. Ooh, Direfleet Poisoner. Already got a foil of you, but that's pretty cool. You look really good in foil. Ooh, that means we got a flip. Does every foil rare come with a flip, too? Is that how it works? That might be how it works. It's happened every time. Storm the Vault. This is the one that becomes a Solarian Academy. It's a really good card. Interesting. Yeah, so I've opened a total, between this box and the first box, I've opened 3 foil rares. Each one of them had the flip rare. I don't know if that is just how it is, or if that's just my luck. I don't know, but that seems kind of cool. Paladin of Atonement, go away. Why? Oh, God. 2 of him in every box. Not a bad thing, but now I have a playset, so I don't need more. Alright, last rare. Direfleet Poisoner. Oh, man. Looks like I've got some buddies. Relentless Raptor. All right, that was a pretty good box. I know I complain about duplicates, but you know they're good, and we got a bunch of mythics and just a pretty good haul. Can't really complain too much. Thanks for watching, guys. I got one more box for you, so I'll see you in a bit.